More inquiring minds want to know. Wait, they start out. This started from the religion you or your family were into? Or was it the feeling of the physical pain that was addictive? Talking about, again, the scarification, the strike branding that started when I was a young teenager. Before I answer it, though, let me ask you something. And maybe you don't even know anybody who's got a lot of tattoos. But if you do, have you ever met someone who just loves getting tattooed? They love the feeling of the needle buzzing, going in and out of their skin. It's like therapy to them. And yet there's other people out there who do it, but it hurts like a bitch. Think about that for a bit. So, did I start the strike branding because of the Mormon Church? I wouldn't give them that much credit. I will say, though, again, that I was a young teenager and that I knew my future in the Mormon Church, if I was to stay, would be no tattoos. This was back in the 90s. They've changed since then because they don't want to lose any more people that would be giving them, 10% of everything that they earn. So now I think it's okay for you to have tattoos in the Mormon Church. That's just my side note. But back in the 90s, no tattoos, no facial piercings. Only one bing earring was allowed at the time. So yeah, when I did my very first little strike branding X, like a lot of people have done with a cigarette lighter, so I've been told, I didn't do that myself. I felt like I found a loophole, a way to do my own strike branding designs, myself. Because it never said anything about, branding. It just said no tattoos because nobody knew. they didn't they didn't anticipate me. Oh, but what about the pain? What about the pain? Again, those people who love getting tattooed? It doesn't hurt to them. Some people. I'm not one of those people. It hurts like a bitch. But the strike branding was a different thing for me. And maybe it's because I was in control of the pain. Maybe it was because I was deciding to do this to myself. It wasn't something that someone was saying, you have to do this or you can't do this. It was like, you know what? I'm making this decision for myself, for my body. Maybe there was something exciting about that. So the pain really wasn't even there. And maybe if the pain was there, again, it was controlled by me. And I know there's so many people are going to see this. Oh, you are so sick. Oh, you need help. I've dealt with it. I went to the counselors and psychiatrists and doctors that my parents sent me to because, oh no, I was hurting myself. I've been there. I've talked to them about it. Believe me. And after a while, you get sick of talking about yourself and you just, you know what, I'm good. I'm just going to go live my life. But if you want to talk about what was addictive was that I was making decisions for myself that were not based on the Mormon Church. I was doing this even though I knew that the Mormon Church wasn't happy about it. They're called bishops. He's in charge of the group of, whatever. But I had bishops that said, oh yeah, sometimes, Satan gets the better of us, blah, blah, blah. People wonder why I'm not in the church anymore. Gee, I can't imagine why. Or why I don't believe in Christianity. Or why I don't believe in religion, for that matter. Because it's a means to control you. And I just didn't want to be controlled. I wanted to make decisions for myself. That's addictive. Being able to be free. Once I left the Mormon church, it was one of the best decisions of my life. Talk about feeling free. So, if feeling free to do as I wish is an addiction, I'll go to that meeting. But I don't really think you need to be cured from that.